Good things comes to those who wait my ass. LA Knight, yeah, is finished. Yeah. Give it up, bro. If you're an LA Knight fan and you have any hope left in your body or in your soul, give it up, bro. Like the old Jackson's song. Give it up, give it up, give it up, bro. Just give it up, dog. WWE has been trying to tell you for the past 2.5 years they don't see LA Knight as the guy. They're not going to give him a world title. And that's it. Like, there's nothing more to see here, folks. I don't know what you want. I knew he was going to win the John Cena last time is now tournament. We all knew that. But for some reason, some of us still had hope. Like, oh, they might actually give it to him. Like, we all knew that. It's just, look, bruh. It boggles my mind. This dude had a buzz in the summer of 2023, dog. The summer of 2023. And mind you, it's not like WWE was doing a lot with him. It just, LA Knight found a way to organically get over. And you know the old adage when it comes to guys that organically get over, when management is not playing for them to get over, you know what happens to those guys. Like, I'll give you a quick rundown of LA Knight's career since Money in the Bank 2023. Doesn't win Money in the Bank because we got to give it to Damian Priest, which I think Damian Priest is cool as hell, but world champion, no. At least if they put the title on Finn Balor during that time, at least it would have made sense. It would have been intriguing, but we're not going to do intriguing or anything like that. We're just going to go with safe and keep the title on Seth for like a year. So he does nothing. He doesn't win Money in the Bank. He's win this pointless battle royal at SummerSlam, which is like, okay, maybe we're going to give him something. Nope, that's a facade. They tricked the fans into believing, oh, we're going to have him win a pointless battle royal. Does he go after the U.S. title? No, we got to put it on Rey Mysterio. Why? Don't fucking know. Then we got to put the U.S. title on Logan Paul. And I'm thinking, oh, they're going to have LA Knight beat Logan Paul at WrestleMania, give him his WrestleMania moment. Nope. We're going to put him in a cool, but again, pointless feud with AJ Styles at WrestleMania. Then it's like, okay, well, now we're gearing up for Money in the Bank again. Nope. We gotta put the Money in the Bank on Drew and just waste it. We must rather waste Money in the Bank than give LA Knight Money in the Bank. Was it gonna make King the Ring? Nope. Gotta get out to Gunther. You know how this go. You know how this go, cuz. You know how this go, blood. Nada. It's like, all right, so what are we doing with him? Okay, now he's going to beat Logan Paul for the U.S. title at SummerSlam. You have to wait. Did you not listen? And so what does he do after that? Nothing. Doesn't have a meaningful feud for the U.S. title. Andrade and Carmelo have a way more entertaining matches on SmackDown. Again, I don't remember LA Knight doing anything once he won the title. Then he gets put into the feud between Carmelo and Andrade and beats them. It's like, what? And then who does he lose the U.S. title to? Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke, who's been skating and surfing for the past, 10 years. They gave it up on Shinsuke a long time ago, but we're going to repackage him again. And that lasted for maybe a month. So it's like, what are we doing? And then they decide, oh yeah, we're gonna put the U.S. title back on LA Knight. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And then we'll have Jacob Fatu beat him, which I have no issue with that. Jacob Fatu was actually hot. But it's like, okay, are we finally going to push him now? We told us to wait, right? You told us to wait. And they're like, nah. Like, Rosa Parks, nah. Like, nah, I don't know what you thought this was. Like, nah, we got to put the Money in the Bank on Seth Rollins. If we got to put the Money in the Bank on we got to give King of the Ring to Cody Rhodes, because those guys sure need it. Those guys can't just walk up and get a world title shot. So you waste these things. But the kicker is the one time they take a risk, the one time they decide to do something out of the norm, the one time they surprise the fans, they have Jey Uso win the Rumble. And part of my brain at the time was like, oh my God, this is awesome. They're finally pushing someone new, something different, someone we didn't see coming. Okay, what does this mean? What are we going to do from here? You know what they did? Just like LA Knight, nothing. Jey Uso literally did nothing for 2 months. Then all of a sudden, they had to bring in Jimmy Uso to kill him by Gunther to bring like some edge to Jey. And that lasts for maybe like 2 weeks. Not to mention, I'm not even going to go over the issue with Jey Uso and him not being able to freaking breathe after entrances. And they said, no, we're going to go with that guy. The guy that gets winded after his entrance and gets gas as soon as he hits the ring. We're going to go with that guy. Fuck it, like, whoever it was, I think it was Michael P.S. Hayes. It was like everybody had Punk win the Rumble. But what about Jey? He's hot. Hot where? It's like, I like Jey. I'm not even going to be here on no hate Jey Uso campaign. I'm not even here to do that, bro. I just think he was put in an impossible position. The thing about Jey was always the story. It was not about his wrestling ability. Even though I thought 2 years ago, he actually was great. It's like as soon as they wanted to push him as the main guy, like he got anxiety or something got into his head and he just couldn't do it. But before that, he was actually good. I don't know what happened with that. But like, yeah, the one time they decided to take a risk and not be lackadaisical and not be safe, they go with Jey Uso, that failed. And now look at Jey Uso now. They did this whole story about him like want to go after the world title, and now he's back to the tag team division. So really, LA Knight should not surprise you. They don't even pay off. I was really thinking about this today. I'm like, have they paid off any storyline they have done over the past year? New Day, nothing. John Cena heel turn, nothing. Like with The Rock and him just becoming face for like out of nowhere. Like Drew McIntyre going after the bloodline, just dead. Stop doing that. Like I could go down the line, like literally down the line of the stories they did and just stopped it. And it's like, so of course LA Knight is not like, LA Knight has everything you want in a top guy. He has the look, he has the mic skills, he has a great entrance theme. He feels like a star, he looks like a star, he acts like a star. The crowd is behind him. There is literally, his wrestling ability is very solid, and he's gotten way better over the past couple years. So there's literally no excuse you can make to why he's not the guy. He's 43. I'm surprised you're not pushing him based off that, because this seems to be the only way you can become a world champion today in WWE, unless you're in the women's division, is you have to be past 40. I thought that was a prerequisite. It's like, I've been here before, dog. Like, this ain't nothing new. I lived during the age, the times of seeing guys like RVD not get proper pushes because you got to give Triple H 1,000 title reigns. I've been through the era of like a JBL becoming champion and not like a Booker T or someone that deserved it. I've been through the era of seeing guys like Dolph Ziggler try his damnedest and try his hardest time and time again. Every time he walked out in that arena and walked into that ring, giving his all, and they did it one time, and because he got injured, they never did it again. Meanwhile, we got to see people like Sheamus and Alberto Del Rio get 1 billion title reigns. Where you had guys like Mr. Kennedy and MVP that were reign ready to be your new top stars after Cena and Batista. And they were like, no. So I've been here before. Back just not that long ago, they put the title of Jinder Mahal, dog. Jinder fucking Mahal over a Shinsuke Nakamura, over a Braun Strowman, over a Samoa Joe. Because we got to make sure that we give Brock Lesnar his illest title reigns, baby. You know how this go. And you know how Vince loves him some Brock Lesnar. And now, over time, we know why. We got to give Roman Reigns countless pushes. When you have guys like Daniel Bryan, who the crowd genuinely, truly loves. We know how this goes. We've been here before. This is nothing new. But I expect that from Vince because I truly think is mentally unstable and ill. I'm not even being funny with that. I truly believe Vince, through most of that period, was mentally unstable and ill. I expect that with Vince Russo and TNA and the dumb stuff he used to do. TNA, WCW before it died. I expect that with them, but not Triple H in this current regime because of what he did in NXT. That's the one thing that boggles my mind. It's like, was it really Triple H that was doing that? Or was there someone behind the scenes that we just weren't seeing that actually was doing the proper work to make new stars? Like, I'm really starting to wonder that. Because there's no way it could be this current regime. Like, our world champions are CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. Like, what do you think about that? CM Punk, who is, to be honest, past his prime, not even there, and I know he got his situation with his dog and all that, and I shout to him and prayers up to him and his people. But it's like, why is Cody champion right now? Why couldn't he just put the title on Drew or put the title on someone new? You have people literally like, yeah, just have Obafemi just squash Cody. At this point, just have him squash Cody so we can just have Cody lose to somebody that's not named John Cena at WrestleMania. It's like, I just did not expect this from this current regime. And no, I'm not going to put it on TKO. No, we're not going to put it. Yeah, I really want to be petty right now. It's like, are we still going to blame The Rock for this? How y'all blame The Rock for Cena's final run? That's about to be up in about a couple days. Are we still going to blame The Rock for this one? Maybe The Rock had a point. Maybe The Rock saw what was going on. I actually wish we could have seen what The Rock could have done with turning Cody heel or just doing something. Just something. Like, Triple H doesn't want to do anything. Triple H and his people don't want to do anything that is going to take a risk or be out the box. And when they do, they F it up. Like the John Cena heel turn. Anytime they take a risk, they F it up. Just like old Vince. When he doesn't see the vision, when he doesn't want to go with the plan, he's going to F it up. That's exactly what they're doing now. And because LA Knight was never supposed to be a main eventer, was never supposed to be the top guy, they're never going to push him as that. They might do it maybe a year or 2 years from now when people are no longer invested and be like, hey, see, we did it. That's the old WWE I know. I feel bad for LA Knight. He's 43, man. I don't see him going to AEW or reinvent himself or whatever. Like, that's not going to happen. I think he's probably going to be fine just staying in WWE, wait till his contract expires, and maybe become an ambassador. But LA Knight deserves better. I feel bad for LA Knight. I feel bad for LA Knight fans like myself. I don't know what else we could have did more. We tried to tell we tried to tell management. We bought the T-shirts. We watched the segments. We yelled at the top of our lungs, and it just didn't matter because we don't matter. The almighty dollar matters, yet we don't matter. That's the encompasses what's wrong with WWE. And I don't even know why you watch the product. I honestly don't. I don't know what you got out of it unless you have a torture cake or what's the word? Degrading kink, which if that's what you're into, good for you, but nah, bruh. The streets is dead, dog. The streets is dead. Man, live your life. Do something better with your time than watch this dumbass product and to actually think that LA Knight was going to get a push, bro. Live your life. Move on. Do better. LA Knight. Yeah.